everyone, welcome to my channel. I've got the fool looking through the back door and we're going to do a couple of parts here from a couple of viewers' requests. So the first one I've got is, can you see whether Camilla, William and the rest of the family are all just frustrated with Charles because of allowing Harry to continue to hurt the family? Maybe Camilla has just said, that's it, I'm done kind of thing, without saying certain trigger words, because apparently YouTube has a lot of trigger words. So yeah, that's one of them. The next one is, I actually got a laugh out of it, and this is why I've called it Double Toil and Trouble. Can you clarify on what is bubbling in the family pot in the British royal family? So because of that, and because of what's happened in the last couple of events that we've seen, I'm going to break it down. So we're going to touch base because it originally came on my previous reading from Camilla, and yeah, just basically what's she up to. She was a no-show because of sinus, and I know myself, when I have sinus, I'm out for at least 7 to 10 days. It's very bad. I'm constantly on pain medication, and yeah, there's William there, and he wasn't very happy. Okay, I think that's probably got a lot to do with Andrew at the funeral as well. I'm going to leave that reading on its own because I want to focus on what Camilla's up to. So we can go back to the Duchess of Kent when she passed, and Camilla did not wear the traditional all black, which was that reading I was talking about, and where we've stemmed from now. She, with the sinus, like I said, it does, for myself, everyone's different, but it does take a little bit more than 24 hours to recover. We've got so she was a no-show at the funeral because of it, but of course she had a very, very busy week with President Trump arriving, and lots of events happening there. Now, when it comes to the arrival, there were reports. Awkward Camilla, Melania breaks off talking to Camilla after spotting Princess Catherine, and I actually did see that. It was attached to this this headline, and you can, it's a hard call. There's another report about her shooing Catherine away. Well, sure. I mean, what happened is that when Princess Catherine came over, Camilla started looking around, kind of thing, and then she did make a very obvious hand signal, and of course, Catherine moved away. A lot of people are saying it's because the horses were coming. Well, there were already horses there anyway, but I don't know. So this is why I'm doing the reading. There's also problems with why she was only wearing Charles's royal family order, when most of them, from what I could see, like Princess Anne, Princess Catherine, and even the Duchess of Gloucestershire, they were all wearing the Queen's as well as Charles's. So and that's the if you're not too sure what that is, that's the, I suppose you could say it's a brooch, but it's actually called Royal Family Order. People have come back. It's been a strong conversation over social media that, something to do with consort or something like that. The thing is, both Princess Catherine and the Duchess of Gloucester, I mean, they're married into the family anyway, and Camilla has absolutely on many occasions worn both Queen Elizabeth as well as Charles's family order, and this was after the late Queen passed as well. So it's I don't know what Camilla's doing. I'm just going to ask the cards. Yeah, I really don't think she's doing any favours to herself, because a lot of a lot of people are remembering things. Alright, so we've got the devil unhinged and unchained. Well, that's not a good sign, is it? Maybe what the viewer request has actually said, she's sick of it. All right, 3 of Pentacles reverse, 3 of Swords, 9 of Pentacles, and the Ace. Well, it's a new beginning, and she's going to speak her truth, whether you like it or not. This is a classic, independent, strong, very, very rich person. Very rich, and she's going to speak her truth, and she doesn't care how much heartbreak it's going to cause people. So I think she's done with the charade, allegedly, entertainment purposes only. There's no plan here. She's not going to work nicely anymore with people. She is going to do what she wants to do, because with the Devil reverse, she's broken the chains, literally, allegedly. Could say she's unhinged, sure, but she's definitely unchained. It's reverse. So what we're seeing now is a different Camilla as to what the British royal family has been painting her over the years, or the firm, or the paparazzi, or whoever. Because not a lot of people talk about her. Like when she was sick for 24 hours, with not turning up to the funeral, hardly anyone reported on it. And yet Catherine actually is allergic to certain horses, or to whatever horses, when it came to the trooping. And it was just headlines, she missed Ascot. Wow, fancy that. But yeah, it's double-edged, isn't it, really, when you think about it? Double standards. All right, okay, so now we've got the 6 of Cups. There's also the 3 of Wands and the 5 of Coins, 5 of Pentacles, and that is reversed as to the 3 of Wands. I think she still believes that she's out in the cold. I don't know why. She's been well and truly accepted all over the world, and a lot of people have, I guess you could say, forgiven her for what, happened many, many, many moons ago. But it looks like that she feels that she's still ousted somehow. Maybe it's got something to do with, what's happening with the current situation with Charles. Maybe she's cementing her place, showing the kind of person that she is, because at the end of the day, as soon as Charles goes to a better place, Camilla will absolutely be off doing whatever she wants to do. She won't be involved, literally, anymore. So, well, not as much, that's for sure. So there's no deals here, nothing at all. I don't think she's got a lot happening for her future, bearing in mind, I mean, she's, I'm not too sure how old she is. She's 78 or something. I know she's not 80 yet, but, she's getting on. So there's no deals or anything like that. Nothing, there isn't actually something planning for the future. But when you've got the 6 of Cups here, this is your passed down. This is what's been passed down. And she's going to be single. So it does look like that. She's going to obviously survive Charles, right? Allegedly, entertainment purposes only. And she's starting to step up to the plate and speak her truth now, or show her truth, even if she's not speaking. I mean, the hand movements, whether it's like out of the way, you got the horses coming, or right, you can go now kind of thing. Either way, her hand was still like that, It's something I doubt you would ever see the late Queen do, especially with all the paparazzi around. All right, 4 of Swords and the Knight of Wands. The 5 of Wands reverse and the 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, she's absolutely planting something. She's absolutely making changes. It looks like that she's going to travel eventually. I do believe she's going to travel. She likes to travel a lot, and I do remember even on the previous reading I mentioned that when Charles was coming over to Australia, he had to pop over. I think she was in India, and then when they came back, they still went via India. So I think she favours India a lot. Maybe, for medical reasons, not too sure. I don't think she stays around too much. I think they travel quite a lot. It doesn't look like there's any in-house bickering or fighting or anything like that. I think there was. I think there was here. I think the British royal family was actually split when it came to Camilla. But it does look like that it's, like there's no arguments at the moment. Camilla's just standing, doing her thing before basically she has to rest as well. And I think this is where she's going, but she's absolutely planting seeds here for the future. Absolutely. Possibly even for, with the Queen of Cups, possibly even for her own family, because, well, time, literally. Okay. Well, this is interesting. So you've got the Queen of Wands here. You've also got the Fool. You've got the burdens here with the Ten of Wands. And you've got the Two of Wands reverse as well as Justice reverse. I think Camilla still feels that she's been judged too strongly. I do believe, allegedly, that she complained very, very early on when it was discovered that she was, the third wheel kind of thing in the marriage, that she complained. I think she's continued this on a lot. I know she's been quiet and she hasn't said anything, and she's done a lot of things over the years. And on the late Queen's, well, you could say deathbed, that she was, granted Queen Consort instead of just a princess kind of thing. So she has done her duties, but she still feels there's a lot of burdens out there. She still feels that she's getting judged. When she starts doing things like this, I think exactly what this viewer has noticed is that she's basically saying, well, screw it, I'm going to do it. I'm going to be who I truly am. I don't think let's just say, I don't think Princess Anne's very happy about what's happening at the moment. They do go back many, many years ago. They even shared boyfriends, allegedly, before they were both married. I don't think that the Princess Royal is very happy with what let's just say stand with the Ace of Swords, what Camilla's doing. There's no looking for another deal, waiting for your ship to come in. There's none of that. Knight of Pentacles, the Hangman, oops, Knight of Wands reverse, the Page of Swords reverse, and the Seven of Wands. So she's sticking to what she's going to do. We're probably going to see a lot of this going forward now. She was hanging around, she was behaving herself, but she's not winning. It didn't matter in her eyes, right? We're going back a long time ago. It didn't matter whether she was as Diana said, 3 in the marriage, or she's done what she's done. She's kept her own words. She's kept her mouth shut, or her trap shut, I think she said. She's just attended to things. She's put up with everything. She's put up with all the bad publicity and everything like that. However, what broke the camel's back was Darling Boy actually doing something. And I think she was very, very angry about what's happened, possibly more so than even Charles, about how Harry leaked out that there was I never read the book, but it was more like there was a pinky swear or something, where Charles agreed not to marry Camilla, right? I don't think she knew about that with the boys. And can you believe it? I actually probably do, because I know that William didn't have a lot to do with Charles for a while. I think this goes back a long, long time ago, and I think we can even go back to why she decided to take a stance on the Duchess of Kent's funeral and, just wear a band and not turn up, but, work all the way through the following week. And I think at the time of the reading, she's still, I don't know, in flower shows or cutting ribbons or something. So I have a feeling she is over it, absolutely. I can't see where she is blaming Charles at all. I think what she's doing is paving her way for her future, predominantly. when it comes to the siblings. I mean, William, when William took over, he had no use for her sister, right? You know, I mean, they're all retirement age anyway, but somehow the cards are showing that she's saying things is unjust. And maybe she sees it as unjust because there's no plans for her in the future British royal family, literally, short of her just, going off and retiring. I can't see a problem myself with that, but I think Camilla thinks that that's unjust, especially with justice reverse. I think I think she felt betrayed here, very betrayed when it came to deep down. I think Harry's actually touched a nerve. And now, she's just doing what she's going to do. She's old enough to do it. What can I say? This is just what the cards are saying. I don't have any personal feelings either way. It doesn't matter. It was very clear that she was always going to sit on the throne next to Charles. Charles made it very clear if with Diana alive that it was going to happen. So, I don't care either way. But yeah, it's interesting that she seems to think that people do. I don't think she's doing herself any favours. Making a stance, I think, there's other ways to do things without making it public. But that's my personal opinion. Let me know what you think. Okay, please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you for part 2 about what Andrew did to William. Okay, bye.